From everyone.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Yeah.
Walaikum assalam.
But we already met before the live, so let's cut the courtesy and let's get into this. You know, let's keep it casual. So yeah, the reason I'm doing this podcast is because I want to share some of the antics that Imam from that masjid did. You know the Imam, which event I'm talking about, right? Like the Daniel and the whole thing. Umar
With,
Bhai. Yeah,
with
okay.
sweat.
Yeah, so let's go and expose this Imam for his lies. And by the way, this Imam, he should be held accountable by that masjid management for his misconduct and lies that he made, against Daniel. Any person. It's not just Daniel. You make, lie. If you slander someone openly in front of the member, I think, you know, there should be consequences for that. So, the main gist of this live, what I'll present to you guys is, I'll prove to you guys that he lied, and you'll be kind of shocked the lies and the misconduct. Some of the misconducts we did not include in the main video. We posted in our channel. So some parts I'll show now, and it'll be, I think, inshallah, you'll be shocked. Like, is this an imam of a masjid? So to begin with, he was the one who was laughing the entire time. That imam from somewhere, he came to that masjid and he was asking to Daniel. He wanted to confront Daniel in the masjid in front of everyone, which he clearly said. And this imam is like the face of the masjid, right? So he's laughing there. So that's acknowledgement of what Shuhaib Wahib is saying. So he's clearly endorsing it, which can be seen here.
I'm not Imam anymore. I could be a little loose. Although Daniel won't like it. Dang, Daniel. I'm here. Anyone see Daniel in the audience? He's good at making videos.
Look, he's laughing. He's laughing when he's saying, like, look,
He ain't here now.
Daniel
If
isn't
you're a
here now.
man, meet me in person. Let him know I said that on his Telegraph, brothers. I'm here all weekend long. Let's sit down in front of everyone and talk about your lives.
So he says that. That's it, in front of everyone in that mosque. He points to the, people of the mosque in front of everyone.
I actually believe it.
And he nods the entire time. Now I'll go to this part. We did not include in the first video, the send me location video that we posted earlier. Here, it's interesting. You know, let's give it a watch, and I'll explain.
As you were speaking, and you mentioned that you weren't putting anybody on blast, so I'm going to keep the question vague. And the question, actually, one of the members in the audience, he actually reached out to this brother and he let him know, and his answer was as we'd expect, and wasn't very subhanallah. But anyway, so the question the brother asked was, "What's your advice on how to deal with juhal?"
I don't think that this brother is Juhal, Daniel.
What do you got, bro? What do you hear from this? What do you get from this? So this is the imam of the masjid. He's announcing in front of everyone. At one of the congregants reached out, and he's announcing that from in front of the member, in front of everyone in the mosque. So that's an invitation. That's an invitation from him. That's an endorsement that, he someone contacted him. If he didn't agree that, okay, you know what, I don't want, in the video he said, I don't want drama in the masjid, right? If that's his position, then why is he announcing someone from his from that group, someone contacted him, and he's announcing right, in the masjid. And look,
So, by
uh
the way, I had a question, Qasim,
yeah, but yeah,
that was the questioner referring to Daniel as Juhal, or is the Imam referring there? I didn't
that
get that
imam
actually.
the imam
Yeah.
is referring Daniel as a jahil. Is
So by himself, like even the questioner didn't mention, but he's saying it by himself.
he's
Is it
saying
so?
it. He's saying it.
Oh,
Let's listen again.
As you were speaking, and you mentioned that you weren't putting anybody on blast, so I'm going to keep the question vague. And the question actually, one of the members in the audience, he actually reached out to this brother
So he's saying one of them reached out to this brother.
and he let him know, and
He let him know. I mean, they contacted him. I'll show you guys. I'll not show the mail, but because I have not got, I asked Daniel's permission. He has not seen. He has not responded yet. So I'll not show the, the contact. But we have everything. We have all the evidences. So no worries.
his answer was as we'd expect.
Listen to what he says.
This brother, and he let him know,
He let him know.
and his answer was as we'd expect.
Let's say you have never heard of this event. You just heard this imam say this. What do you get from this? What's the implication from here? That Daniel replied, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And Daniel replied in some like vile way, right? Isn't that
That's
the
what it sounds
implication?
like. Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly. So I'll just for the, whoever is going to watch, I'm gonna play it one more time, just to make it clear.
Was as we'd expect.
Let's go back again.
The question actually, one of the members in the audience, he actually reached out to this brother and he let him know,
He let him know. The mail does, yeah.
and his answer was as we'd expect.
His answer was as you'd expect.
It wasn't very subhanallah.
Subhanallah. Like what a response that was, like, subhanallah. He can say that in front of the people. That
Can I ask
was
a
like,
question?
yeah, bhai, go ahead.
So they're saying while the event is going on that Daniel in real time responded back, right? That's what they're
Yeah.
claiming.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
in reality, Daniel did not respond back. He didn't even know the event was going on.
Exactly. But
Okay.
I'll I don't even have to go there to prove it, because subhanallah, that masjid clock, you see that masjid clock right there, right? It says
Yeah.
10:59, right?
Yeah.
That clock will expose him. This guy slandered Daniel, and he said he's a liar, right? In Twitter, he goes on, like, after that, stop lying, and he slanders again. And look, that clock right behind him, that's gonna expose him. I'm gonna do that, but just know that he said that, like, oh, Daniel said something, subhanallah, I can say it here, like, that's how it's, making it sound like. So
Anyway, so the question the brother
asked, yeah,
asked was, "What's your advice on how to deal with juhal?"
so that brother reached out, and he's asking how to, deal with juhal. So this imam is connecting everything and with Daniel, and look what Shuhaib Web says.
I don't think that this brother is Juhal, Daniel.
I don't think this brother is a jahil. I mean, he says juhal, which is I think grammatically wrong. I don't know, honestly, I don't know, like, what should be the correct grammar here, because yeah, whatever. But he's saying, I mean, Shoaib Waib, he understands the question. Like he's talking about Daniel. He's asking about Daniel. And that question is being asked by that Imam. Like who would put such a question? Anyway, my point is when he said in later, like here, I'm gonna show you. He said we don't want drama in the masjid, right? He said that.
Question about why I'm a liar. That's why.
Yeah, anyway, we'll go through that later, but he in the sorry, my family, just a second, I'm gonna mute myself. It's okay, no worries, like it happens in live.
So yeah, brother Ramzan, brother Shoaib, you want to add something? Right.
Yeah, really quickly. So I mean, from the video, it looks like, because in the video the Imam is like, I don't know who it was. I think it was the Imam that's implying that Daniel did reply back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's ridiculous because Daniel doesn't even know. Like, how could Daniel respond back? Like, he doesn't even know the event is mentioning him. He doesn't even know that this is going on. So, I mean, this is like a blatant lie. Like, aside from all the other things, it's just character assassination. Like, he doesn't even respond back. Like, while this event is happening in real time, they are not getting any messages from Daniel. Daniel doesn't even know he's being talked about, right? So this, I don't understand where this is coming from. That, oh, he responded back in such a vile manner, or insinuates, like they're insinuating that he responded back in such a unprofessional or like vile manner. So I don't know. I mean, that's just interesting to me.
So do you think that this would have been a made up thing, right? Like they made up this question and answer by themselves?
I don't know. All I know is that Daniel didn't respond back to them. He doesn't even know his name is being talked about in the mosque. So where, like, I would like to see where the messages, the supposed message that they got, you know, I would want to see where they got this message from. Like, you know, maybe that's what we
Yeah.
should be asking. Like, let's see this message. Maybe it's from a
So,
random,
so just for the
Daniel, you know?
clarification of the
Yeah, but
audience, Qasim bhai, that's what I'm getting, that there is a brother here in the mosque who asked Daniel a question and he got back to him regarding Suhaib Web, and now
yes,
this Imam is just telling this question to Suhaib Web. That's the scenario,
yeah,
right?
that's the
Okay.
scenario. Now I cannot show you the mail, the screenshot of the mail that they sent. But here, I'm gonna show you guys the time of this. This is very important, by the way. This is very important. When the question is asked, you saw that when the question is asked, I'm going to go in. Yeah, that's okay. Let me just bring that in. Yep, got it.
فَفَعَلَ رَبُّكَ.
All right.
And that's how you do it.
And
All right.
as you
So this question, when he asked that, like this brother has reached out. Look at the time in the clock in Houston, 10:59, right? 10:59. Look when this stream ends. What's the time? 11:23, right? It ends in about like 2 minutes. 11:23. Guess when the mail comes in? Guess. I have everything, but I can. The only reason right now I'm not sharing the screenshot of the mail is because I have not yet gotten the permission from Daniel. He has not seen my message. So, and I'm busy with other works. So that's the reason, like, let's get over this today. So if he doesn't respond, but don't worry, we have everything anyway. So the stream, their stream ends at 11:23, and the question is asked at 10:59 at 11 p.m. The mail, there's actually a mail that comes, but it comes 11:41 in Muslim skeptic domain. So it's either there was a technical problem, they sent a message, right? But the message got delayed and it reached 11:41. That's scenario number one. Scenario number two is, this is another possibility, is that they did not send any email, they just made it up, and then when the stream ended, they thought, you know what, we need to send an email right now, because if we don't, they're gonna say it's a lie, right? This is two situations. In both cases, he's a liar. You know why? If that mail reaches us at 11:41, which is a technical problem, let's say it's a technical problem, they sent it earlier, before 10:59, right? If that's the case, then how did we get the response? Where did he get the response from? That's
I
my
was just
question.
about to ask that. Like, technical error or not, they explicitly say that they received a response.
Exactly. If we received that mail 11:41, then how can Daniel go back in the past and send a reply to him?
Yeah, because they think that he's so amazing. He's a time traveler too.
Yeah, exactly. And if that mail, it's not a technical fault, then you made it up. You did not send the mail while you were doing the stream. You lied. Like, in both cases, you are a liar. Either
Yeah.
you didn't send while the stream was going on, you send it later, then you are a liar, because you said he did not respond. He responded in such a way, which he did not. Like, how can he, when you send the mail at 11:41 after the stream? But if we give the benefit of doubt to them, that, oh, you know what, it was a technical error, then how did you get the response? If it comes to us at 11:41 at Muslim skeptic, how does Daniel respond, like, in the past?
And I don't think that there would be a technical error, because in mails you can see the time it was sent, right?
Yeah, I
I
know.
think it is possible.
I'm just trying to give a benefit of the extraordinary situation,
Yeah,
but even that,
even if we give a benefit of doubt, it definitely
he's a
seems.
liar. He lied. Like, explicitly, he's lying here. That they and one more thing, I want to also emphasize this. If you are the imam of this masjid, you are the face of that masjid. And if you don't want him to come to this masjid to confront Shuhaib Web with the invitation of Shuhaib Web, then why are you sitting there and announcing that, you know what, from one of our congregants, someone reached out to him, and he didn't, he said something. Why are you announcing that when you don't want this? Right? He wants that, because he wants that. He wants, he didn't, I think he didn't expect that he's gonna show up. So yeah, that's number one. That's the number one. That's the lie I wanted to prove. But right now, we have all the evidences. If Daniel, wants to, if someone has some question, you can go directly to Daniel, and then inshallah, he will show. So I've seen
I
it.
have
I've
another
seen it with
question.
my own eyes, bro. I've seen it with my own eyes, and he said himself. He said himself, I didn't reply. Like how can he reply like when the mail is like 11:41? So it's a lie. It's definitely a lie.
I have a question.
Yeah, bye.
So, if the Imam is there and he's hearing all this go down, and they figure out that, okay, well, Daniel did come to clear up his name,
Yeah.
wouldn't the Imam want to know like what's the truth or not instead of kicking both of them out? Like, you had your guest speaker there insinuate that Daniel lied about him. When Daniel shows up, right, to dispel any like
Yeah.
any misrepresentations, wouldn't you think that the Imam would be like, yeah, you know, I'm curious, like who's telling the truth between both of these guys, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird. Like, why would you kick? You have a guy that was right next to you. You're like encouraging his behavior, and then when the other, you know, when Daniel comes by to address these points, he's like, "No, I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to hear anything from Daniel. Just
Yeah,
get
yeah.
out, get out."
Get out. Just get out. Just get out. We'll show that. We'll see that. Like
You should, yeah.
Well, let's play the video, because we have already seen him wanting him to come. So him summon mail, and he is announcing that. So he's in agreement with Shoaib Wahab himself. You know, they are in agreement that we should invite. Daniel is invited. So yeah.
I actually believe him. Yeah, be a man and come and. So that's why I'm. Why someone could come here and call me a liar, and then I come to defend myself with his invitation. We are giving you an opportunity. We are giving. I don't want to talk man to man. He wants to have a discussion about why I'm a liar. That's why I want to talk about it. It's not brother. He can't act like this is a brotherly discussion. He wants to have when you call me a liar.
But imagine from his perspective that he believes that you're lying upon him.
Okay, he called me a liar, right? So I'm gonna defend myself.
Yeah, but he believes you're lying upon him. So obviously he's defending
that's what I'm saying. I'm a liar. I'm gonna defend myself.
No, you are going to. That's why we're giving you the opportunity.
No,
What do you get from this? Like, no, you're going to.
you're not giving me
Let's play.
an opportunity.
No, absolutely. We absolutely
You're not giving me that.
So, by the way, at this point, they were kicked out from the masjid. And so he's saying, no, we're absolutely giving you an opportunity. Isn't that a lie? Right in front of like your face. He's saying we're giving you an opportunity, while in a day or two before, he was making an announcement that we reached out to him, but he didn't want. He said something. So yeah.
You mean the day of, right? This is the same day?
No, not the same day. It was a day before, and then the day after Daniel went.
Oh, okay.
So yesterday, same time, he says that, and now they kick him out of the masjid. They don't want him there. They don't want him there, like at all. And he's saying, no, we're absolutely giving you an opportunity. Where?
The opportunity is there where he called me a liar. Where you're saying
we are absolutely giving you an opportunity.
you don't want me to be in the masjid.
You can record
to
it.
defend myself.
We don't want drama.
We don't want drama in the masjid. That's what he says. Then why did you endorse contacting him to come to the masjid in the first place? This is an imam. This he looks young. I don't know the age, but you can kind of guess. But if this is like this is imam of a masjid, like in my entire life, I have not seen anything like this. Yeah.
Then why do you have him call me a liar while you're laughing it up next to him?
Yeah, Daniel actually rightfully asks him that, why were you laughing at him while he was saying Daniel is a liar. He's having a good time when he's called liar, and then
You're laughing it up next to him. You don't want drama.
if you guys have anything to say,
I have a question. So you have read the content of the mail, right?
Yeah, I have.
So is he in the mail? Is he inviting Daniel to masjid, or is he inviting to some other venue?
Let me just check for a second.
I mean, you can.
Yeah,
and ship
just now to come for an open work here this weekend. Have become a big great debate. So no, they're not directly asking like there's no mention like come to the masjid, like it doesn't, so but they're saying I can't honestly I can't disclose anything of this mail. That's the thing, because I have not gotten like
Yeah.
any message from Daniel, and I would have, it would have been better that way, but I have some other works. I have Genius of Islam to work with. I want to get over this. So that's why, like, okay, let's get it done, without even. But we have the evidence,
But
inshallah.
the Imam himself is saying we're giving you an opportunity. But where's the opportunity? That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah. Where's
they
the
want to give him
opportunity?
the opportunity. They're saying that they want to give him the opportunity to defend himself, but what they're saying doesn't match with what they're doing. That's the thing. Like,
Yeah, exactly. By the way, Shuaib Waib is saying, like, in front of everybody, like, he's pointing out the congregants of the masjid, like, get him, you heard, right? Like, so here your lies in front of everybody. So now they, yeah. Why didn't this guy say like, hey, look, let's not do this here? Instead, what does he say? Instead, he says, you know what? Someone sent, someone contacted him. Why are you announcing that if you don't want drama in the masjid? Anyway, I'm making the same point, but let's move on. Inshallah, we'll see some more exciting, adab from this imam.
You enjoyed yourself last night.
I enjoyed myself regardless. But
You enjoyed yourself last night, laughing it up. You didn't want drama.
regardless.
Yeah, regardless. That's all you can say.
We are giving
That's all you
away
can say.
It is an opportunity to calmly,
But if
talk about it. Talk it out, bro. Like,
No, brother.
if I knew that they were going to do that, I wouldn't have asked you to come.
Look what Shoaib Web says. If I knew that they were gonna do that, I mean, it's not like it's also a misconduct from him as well. But we'll skip from his part. But he's saying like, I don't have asked you to come if they. So there. Anyway, like, yeah.
Wallahi al-azim.
Do you guys want to add anything on this? Like,
Wallahi, I'm saying
nah, the video speaks for itself.
Still,
Honestly.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is like complete sarcasm, right? Come on, bro.
I'm still confused. Like he was sitting beside the Imam and he said that you should come tomorrow or meet, and then Imam didn't say anything at that time. If they didn't want, they would have refused then. And then he might have also have some kind of contact with the masjid before. So him acting totally oblivious or like totally
It's not
ignorant
right.
the fact that the
Because-
masjid is not gonna allow, it's weird. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's just like they are caught, off
Yeah.
track. Like suddenly
Off track. Yeah.
didn't expected that he's gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Daniel talked about like the mosque management was embarrassed, like, obviously, because they don't want this trauma. But here you have like these two imam like making this whole show. That's why I say, like, there should be some consequence of this, like, for him. Oh, and on the issue of like him saying like he's being, you said like, he's being oblivious to like the fact that they're not going to allow like the conversation to be there. Yeah, because they you did not, prior to like the conversation, you did not ask them their permission, or like, what, can we have a conversation here? So yeah, obviously they're gonna, yeah.
Like we didn't even get to his LGBT activism of Imam Sohaib.
So just for context, this is when Shoaib Waib left the scene, and so Daniel is making statements now about like, we didn't walaikum assalam, we didn't even go into his like promoting LGBT activism and whatnot. So yeah, that's
Question about what all of this is documented. He called me a liar.
Now you can hear like the Imam. He's saying, Brother Daniel. He's gonna Oh, let's listen.
Daniel, that's enough. Yeah, it's
That's enough. He says that's enough.
enough now. When you're, I'm not done. It's a public place. You deflected.
Now he is putting putting a shift on behalf of like Shoaib Wave. You deflected, brother.
Brother, yeah, I deflected. We're not listening to you. So this is Imam. This is the Masjid Imam who doesn't want us to talk about it. No. He doesn't want us to talk about it.
Stop doing that. You need to
We don't
stop
want
doing that. You need to stop doing that.
doing what?
You have no adab at all. You have no adab at all.
Bro. Look who plays the Adab card. Come on, bro. So yeah, I'm gonna play it. Yeah.
You just deflected every question that the Sheikh asked. You presented
I did
no
not
evidence.
deflect anything.
He deflected every question that was asked. Okay.
I'm not debating
Then you
it.
accused him of reading Playboy magazine. Word for it. Barakallah feekum.
Yeah,
Inshallah, we'll see you around. We'll see you around. Yalla, let's go. Assalamu alaikum. Barakallah feekum. Yalla, let's go. Let's go.
Did you just see what he did there?
Yeah, it's dismissive. It's a dismissive attitude.
Like, get out of here. Like, that's the attitude.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's play it back. Let's play it in slow motion, probably.
Yalla, let's go. Assalamu alaikum. Barakallah feekum. Yalla, let's go. Let's go.
So, no words from me this time. Yeah, you guys, if you have anything to say on that. Great manner, like great adab, really. Yeah. Okay, so now this is when Daniel is getting, they're slowly, making their way out of the masjid because Wahab already has left. So look, he kicked him from the front of the masjid, and now they have come to the parking lot area, and he's coming, like he's not he didn't have enough with Daniel, so he comes back. Like, look, there's no masjid committee, like the staff, except him. Can you imagine? Like, none. So he's here, or probably maybe there are some other stuff, I don't know, but he has not enough, so he wants more, so he comes and
Please. Let's you guys. Let's go. Bismillah.
let's go. Bismillah. Come on.
I mean, Qasim Bhai still couldn't understand why did they want Daniel to get out of there. I mean, he wasn't fighting, or there wasn't anything violent happening there. Only
Bro.
discussion happened. Yeah, and
Bro,
it's a masjid which is public, so I
Yes.
don't know.
The masjid people, they are the overwhelming, like outnumbering the people that Daniel took with him, right? And if you're going to think about this, like, you don't want to go into a angry crowd or like opposing crowd alone. It's like I don't know why it's so, like, why are people so dense? Like, oh, he brought so many people, dude. You had a ton of
Well,
people
but
cheering for
could I
Wade.
say he brought the cameraman, right? So he brought people to document the event, right?
Yeah.
That's what he did.
Yeah.
Those people that were there, they
Yeah.
were there to just document the event.
Document
right?
the event. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the
They were
majority
not
of the
fighting.
people are from the masjid, right? Like, they are not with Daniel.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are
Daniel,
from
I
the
think had like 4 or 5 people, right? Like
Yeah,
3 or
just to-
4, maybe.
Just
Yeah,
to
3 or
document the
4.
event, to video they had to video the event, to get it on camera, to get basically just to be there, just to see.
Yeah. And even Tariq, when we had conversation, like, he was so busy with like the camera, he was not even like, he was just focused, like, as a cameraman, like, if you are going to record the thing, you'll not pay attention, like, you'll barely be able to, like, and he has like this big camera, like, he has to manage all this, like, there's microphone there, microphone here, you know. So even they are busy. They're not shouting or anything. Like these people are not, bro. They're acting like, oh, you're some sort of like, threat. Something violent is going on. No, it's not. All of the people are from the masjid. It's only three or four of people with Daniel. That's it. And look at the behavior. And and look at the manner, bro. You are pushing and shoving someone to get out. Like look at the behavior.
Can I just to be clear, it wasn't like majority of the people at the masjid that were outside, like they weren't acting like the imam. The imam, from what it looks like on the video, is the only one acting this aggressive, right? Everybody
Yeah.
else is very calm. The
Calm,
imam
yeah.
is the one that's being aggressive and touchy.
Yeah.
Everybody
He's the
else
one.
seems fine, bro. Everybody else seems fine in that video. They seem like they're willing
Yeah.
to listen to, but the imam is the one that's saying, "Yallah, get out, everybody, just move on," getting
Yeah,
hands.
he actually heats up more, and by the end, some of the clip that did not make into the video we put out at the end, you'll be shocked. Like you'll be shocked, inshallah. So let's play.
Please, let's go. Let's go. You got it. Let's go. Bismillah. And when the Sheikh invited him, he came here and he accused him of promoting pornography. He tweeted people to go and he accused him of promoting pornography. That is haram. That is haram. You're saying it's haram. Tell him. I know it's haram. But the rule, brother. He invited him here.
No, guys, no.
Okay, I'll pause here. You guys, like, Wave is gone, but this guy is not. So he's not living. He's not. Yeah.
Haram. That is haram. You're saying it's haram. Tell him.
I love what Daniel did there. Like, tell him exactly. Like he's the one putting link of like porn site or porn magazine. So like anyway, okay. So the next part is I'm gonna play it. Yeah. So here it's interesting. So the people of the masjid apparently like they're holding that imam back because he's acting so aggressive, right? So look carefully.
Brother. He invited him. No, guys, no.
No. Look, they are holding him back there because now he has like he has gone the next level, rage. So
No, brother.
That's the Imam of the Masjid. Come on, bro.
so someone is saying, is that the imam of the masjid? Come on, man. Like obviously, bro.
That's the Imam of the Masjid.
Brother.
Look, he's back there. He's there, and they're like trying to make him understand, like, leave it. But he doesn't want to leave. He wants to have a piece of like Daniel, right? Right now. So, yeah. What do you guys? Yeah. Anything to add on this?
This guy seems angry, like when someone gets angry when things don't go by your plan. So it seems that he's just frustrated.
Yeah, bro. It seems like it seems like a street kid of like 14-15-year-old. Like we've all been like there in our 14-15 years of age. Like a street fight happens and then someone like, oh, I want to beat that guy. He doesn't want to leave the fight. So and the other
I just
So
feel like
I mean, I would like to refer him to as we all are Asian. So there's this guy who comes to stop the fight, and then he starts fighting with
Yeah.
the other guy. Yeah, so.
exactly. Like,
I
no, no,
just
no,
I feel like they're
hold me,
frustrated.
hold me. I'm gonna kill him. Or
I feel like
sorry,
they're
yeah,
just
yeah, no, no,
frustrated
yeah. I'm just
that
making it. Yeah,
they, the way that the web is acting and the imam, it almost seems like they didn't expect Daniel to show up. They were
yeah,
just thinking that this is just like we're gonna just show everybody in the mosque uh, in real time when they challenged him, like, oh look, where's Daniel? He's not here, bro. He doesn't even know you guys are there, let alone talking about him, like, yada yada. I think they were shocked when he showed up. I think
yeah,
that's the. I'm
yeah.
I'm I'm being serious. I think that they were actually genuinely shocked that Daniel
Sure.
Hakikachu showed up at that mosque.
Yeah, yeah. And to be honest, like even as we mentioned, like Daniel said that the masjid committee was, uh, they were surprised by this. I mean, obviously, he's nobody knew that he's going to talk about that, but I assume that this imam, he has some, like, he doesn't like Daniel, obviously. I can already see, and I think I don't know, maybe he has some part in like inciting this from the masjid when that took place, because when Wave is saying those things like, come on Daniel, and he is laughing, it it doesn't show shock, right? Like, if even if I'm like he doesn't seem surprised. That's the thing. Like, he's honestly, like, looks quite expecting this. And if he didn't want this confrontation, or like at least like that kind of like throwing challenge to Daniel, I don't think he would have like said, or I don't think he would have announced that question from that, someone who mailed. I don't think he would do that. So I'm assuming, by the way, I don't know, but that's how it looks like. Anyway,
By the way, why did the imam not tell Webb, Mr. Webb, to leave the premises too, since he was a troublemaker, right? Like, why only
exactly,
Daniel? Why is
exactly.
Webb allowed in the mosque despite starting it? He's the one that acknowledges it, right? How come
Yeah,
he's allowed to stay? So it to me it shows favoritism. Honestly,
yeah,
it shows
definitely, yeah,
And I
favoritism.
think he was more raged by the fact that Webb left the compound, so he was more angry and he wanted to get Daniel out of there as well.
Yeah.
yeah.
I have a
Oh,
question. Like, since we have the timestamps of the from the masjid speech of Suhaib Web, do
yeah.
we know like uh, at what time was the invitation sent? Was it before Suhaib Web invited Daniel, or was it after he invited him?
Sorry, can you?
So, so after
Yeah.
Suhaib Web mentioned about Daniel that where is he? Like, why doesn't he come and confront me? Was
Hmm.
it before this question was asked
Yeah,
about?
it was okay. Okay, so
Uh,
uh, the the question, the imam, when he asked the question, that how to deal with the jahil, that question, where he's saying that we sent him a mail, that's 2 hour 20 minute in the live stream. And Web challenging Daniel, it begins from 1 hour. There's like multiple sections from 1 hour, 1 hour 18, 1 hour 20, I think 1 hour 24. Then there's like uh, it's all within the first hour mark, like from starting from, I think, 50 minutes maybe. I'm not so sure, but 1 hour, yeah, from that to like 1 hour 30 minute, within that, like, he challenges. So and then like later there's a break, I think, prayer break in that stream. And then there's like the question and answer at 2 hour 20 minute of that live stream. Imam asks, talks about the, sending mail to, or like, contacting Daniel. Yeah. And the mail received in the domain, Muslim skeptic domain, is at 11:41.
Understood. I was the reason I was asking was because it seems to me like sometimes people like these who are in contact with these with the celebrities, sometimes they provoke them against each other, right?
It could be. It could be.
Yeah.
It could be. Like that. That's what I was actually trying to say, but I would avoid because we don't know. So that's why I do not want to say that.
Yeah, Allah
But
Alam.
it very well could be. It could be, but we don't know. We don't know about that. All we know is that he lied through his teeth about Daniel replying, "Oh, he said such a thing," right? Like, and then he lies about that, and then he makes the announcement that the Imam is look by the Imam is like an official position. So the masjid, if the Imam makes a statement that we contacted, you know, and he endorses that, that's an endorsement, right, from the Imam. So that's from the, so that's why I say like he should face consequences if the masjid committee is like sincere. That guy definitely should, you know, face some consequences for that. Anyway, so I want to move to the end section where like this is the shocking stuff. This did not, we did not include this in the video. This was the end part and we left it out. Here is the most like, you know, intriguing stuff is here. Okay, uh you're gonna see this Imam popping out from here, and he's being held by others basically because he's, you know, having some rage, you know. So let's give it a watch.
Like seriously, bro. I've never met him in my life, but he's speaking truth. Like, can I at least say salam to you? Salam alaikum. Barakallah feekum. You know, you do speak some good sometimes, but sometimes you do need to do your research. We appreciate you. Barakallah feekum. Salam alaikum.
The way
Have you
he's
seen
patting
that?
him back as if someone elder is patting, like
Yeah, that by
amazing.
in amazing, right? Like in Desi, I think you know the word like beadab, right? Like beadab. But I have to say that like this is a beadab. Like what
Also,
kind
what
of
is weird
behavior
is
is this?
like he's sweating a lot, like he's kind of nervous. If you rewind it, like I just observed it. Felt like that.
By look at him, like he's coming from the side because people are like, you know, holding him.
I've never met him in my life, but he's speaking truth. Like,
It comes with this kid, okay.
can I at least say
So he wants to have like a last go at Daniel. That's what this is.
salam to you? Salam alaikum. Barakallah.
And bro, look at the courtesy of like Daniel in throughout the whole interaction. Have you seen him like touching someone or like shoving someone or like getting aggressive? It's only questions he asked to Webb, and that's it. Like there was no like shoving, there was no nothing. When Webb refused the camera to take the microphone, he said, you know, okay, not gonna talk. So bro, he's a like you know, very polite person. You can like, you can see that, right? And look at this guy.
You know, you do speak.
And I'm assuming he's at least like 15, you know, more than like 15 years or elder than him, like 10 to 15 years, you know. And look at the behavior.
Some good sometimes, but sometimes you do need to do your research. We appreciate you.
Sometimes you do need to do your research. What research was wrong? And then the pat. How many times did he pat? How many times did he pat? Let me count that. Like that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was like 6 or 7.
It's like
Why?
you want to beat someone, but you can't beat, so you
You
pat.
can, yeah, you can. So you try to humiliate them in any way you can. Like a slight slap there, a slight, you know. This is an Imam. First he lied, then he, you know,
Another point, just of track. Like I've never seen Imam of a masjid in those clothes, like Western clothes. If that's what they are.
Have I seen an imam in Western clothes?
I mean,
Let me.
usually they are wearing, like I've read as well, like
No,
Imam is
I
supposed
haven't.
to
I
wear
haven't.
Islamic attire. Yeah.
I haven't
So
also. Yeah, I've gone to many places actually, for my the job that I had. I had to travel a lot, so I've not come across. Actually, I have not come across like literally fraction of the, uh, mannerless behavior like him. I've never come across anyone.
So by the way,
And
like uh, he being the Imam of the masjid, where did we get that information from? Just for like, yeah, from the comments, right?
you, no, 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 no. The if you go to the masjid's website, you will see there's he is there, Muhammad Al Faruqi. He is the Imam of the masjid.
Oh,
So let me just recap what this, like, khabis, like Sheikh Lotfi said, like this is a khabis imam, right? Like this khabis
Yeah,
here.
I was gonna say like uh, during this live stream, like we're really easy on him. Some of the Dawah figures are taking note of not just Webb but the Imam. You
Yeah,
know, they're taking note of what like the downright embarrassing conduct that Imam had.
yeah. I'm quite like surprised that has there been like a consequence for his misconduct throughout this event from the masjid committee for him, like did they take any steps? Like I'm wondering about this, like if this happened back in our home, we have a mosque, and you know people decide there in our community, and if this, I can't imagine uh from our community this behavior, let alone the imam. But if somebody did something like this, with an elderly person, regardless he's from another village or whatever, he would be scolded in front of everyone by the community, like the elders, my uncles, my father, the other uncles that is like blood relative, that you know goes back to like 4 or 5 generation. So they will scold you like openly if I go and act brash with an elderly person like this, like pat in the back, like that. People will say, Qasim is such a biadab, uh, that's the reputation, like, you walk with your manners, right, everywhere. And this is a leadership position, like, imam doesn't have like the basic of like manners. Is laughing while someone is saying, okay, forget everything. When Wabe is saying, you know this, his childish thing, hey, come over here, like things like that, like, hey, let's talk about this in front of everyone. Why is he laughing? Why is he laughing? Someone having a beef with someone, and them bringing it to the masjid pulpit, and you're laughing. It, like, yeah, people laugh. Which ones laugh? The 14, 15 year olds in the back, those ones laugh like that. You're an imam, and he's laughing the entire time. He's talking about Daniel. He's a liar. He lied about me. It's complete lies. Come here. I'm bring the cameras. He's laughing. He's laughing. That's the behavior. Like, yeah,
I think it's no surprise, like people who are inspired by compassionate imams, them becoming like this. I don't think it's a surprise, honestly.
yeah,
I think
and these are,
we were
yeah.
also to show some of the tweets from this Imam Qasim Bhai. If
Oh
you
yeah, yeah. Let me show tweets from him.
Those were also pretty compassionate, as far as I remember.
Yeah, I'll skip those ones, but I'll show this. So Daniel, after the entire thing, he posted a tweet, and look what he has to say. You can see, right? Stop lying, bro. You need to stop lying and manipulating people. In any case, may Allah accept all the duas I made for you. Blink. So he already made duas for him, like, you know,
So it's like a vague statement, like double meaning
yeah,
statement here.
double meaning statement. Anyway, he's saying his lie, but it's quite ironic that he's the one who got exposed for lies here. So, you know, if you humiliate, someone, you know, that's what you get, like, unnecessarily, like, that's a zulm he did right there. Like, someone called him out as a liar, and you did not make the playing field, it was not just thing to do. That's what I'm trying to say. And there are other. Oh, by the way, the most fun thing, you know what? You guys are gonna find this funny. Look who's teaching adab. You guys can see this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's laughing. You know what? Let's play the video actually of him teaching adab. Let me put this full screen. Let's hear from the adab. The pioneer of adab. Let's hear from him. Let's get the sound up all the way. We can hear. Oh, that laugh, subhanallah, was good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good. I like that.
Alhamdulillah. Chalo, you've been live for this.
So if somebody has this car,
Anyway, let's not waste our time with this. But yeah, that's him teaching adab. Okay, that's good. And then yeah, so you see, that's the time when this is 2 minute 20 2 hour 20 minute 41 second. He's asking that question. It's 10:59, and the mail comes at the stream ends at 11:24. So, and the mail comes at 11:41. So he's a liar. He's a liar, basically. That's established. Like, you can't escape from this. Like, you're a liar. Prove me wrong. Okay, if you have proof that Daniel didn't reply, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong that Daniel replied. Should be easy. If Daniel replied, it should be very easy. So yeah, we're waiting. We're gonna wait for that. So, and then no, I don't want to show this because I don't have permission. Yeah, that's about it. You guys have any comment on, like, the except the Imam, like the confrontation? Anything else?
No. I think more information will be coming out soon, and it'll just show how ridiculous the entire situation was. But yeah, I mean, this live stream just shows people, like the audience, like the timestamps don't work out, the behavior doesn't work out, the narrative doesn't work out.
Yeah. It's funny because imagine in a situation where Daniel did not go. What would be the reaction? What would be someone prominent said troublemaker, right? Very prominent. He said, like, troublemaker. Okay, troublemaker, right? Imagine he didn't go. So
Yeah.
they would. Yeah, go ahead.
And then
Sorry.
just like he got scared. I mean, that's the entire hypocrisy, right? Yeah, and it's so annoying. Uh, they won't speak up when someone is committing haram online, if they're promoting deviance online. But if someone points that out, then that's troublemaking, right? It's not troublemaking when you're promoting deviance, when you're promoting Playboy, when you're promoting LGBT promoters, etc. But it's troublemaking when you are pointing that out, when you're doing Amr bil Maruf wa Nahy anil Munkar, then that's troublemaking. Just really frustrating, honestly.
One thing like the Blair Imani thing. Not sure if people actually got that, because I did not see much response about that issue, because I think people did not understand what really happened there. So Webb's claim is that when I tweeted, he tweeted that. Let me show the tweets actually. Sorry, my kids
Also,
crying.
if you could show Qasim bhai, like who's Loop, because many people didn't get who Loop is. They really thought he's some savior of Islam.
I actually didn't look up Lupe that much, but what I
Yeah,
got
I mean,
was that
if you
he's
just
he's
like
a
Google him,
famous
yeah,
rapper.
just Google and show
Who's-
his image to the
Yeah.
people. That would be great.
Let me show the Blair Imani thing. Let me clarify on that. Like I think people still didn't get like the whole issue with like Blair Imani. Let me go back. Photos, screenshots. Okay. All right. So it's here. Okay. Not this one.
Really quickly before you get into that segment, I
Yeah,
do
yeah,
have
bhai.
to leave the stream right now.
All right, sure, bhai, sure.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa
Sure.
alaikum assalam.
Assalamu alaikum.
I think we can also wrap up in a few minutes, if that's fine, Qasim bhai.
Yeah, sure. Then I think we can leave the Blair Imani thing. I think Ustad can clarify that on his own stream, inshallah. Yeah. So yeah, I think we've done 1 hour, right? 1
Yeah.
hour. I think
We
it's a
could
good
maybe
time.
cover next week or next to next week. We can again cover the
Inshallah,
issue,
we can
where
yeah.
it is. Also, the response of other compassionate imams, if you were to get
Yeah,
upon,
inshallah.
see more of
Inshallah.
hypocrisy. Yeah, inshallah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, then. Assalamu alaikum,
So yeah,
everyone.
that was great. Assalamu alaikum, everyone.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.